Alright, we're back in Syria, this time in Incirlik, which is a really nice Air Force base, and we have a lot of C-130 parked on the left hand side, and while we are taxiing down to 05. It's an early morning in June, a slight contrast to where I'm currently positioned in real life, because here we are in the middle of the winter with a lot of snow outside, so I really enjoy flying on Middle East maps, especially Syria. And at this time of the day it's absolutely beautiful. There's not much that can compete in DCS when it comes to light setting and atmosphere as on the Syrian map. Alright, enough talking. Today, or now, we are going, or I am going to fly the horn of the Viper, and I'm going to do a visual approach for runway 05. And the Viper is actually quite easy to fly and quite easy to land once you master it. And you don't have any flaps, you do not actually need to trim the aircraft at all. All you need to do is just fly your marker inside, in the middle of your AOA bracket. And with the joystick, control the pitch, roll, and the throttle, you will control the speed. And that's all you need to do to keep the aircraft in the middle of the brackets. And once you're mastering that, it's going to be a breeze to land. And of course you would need to try to flare after landing and to be able to brake as efficient as possible. That's not a big problem here at Incirlik because we have a really long runway, but we're still going to do that. And what happened to you, dude? You lost your front wheel or something? Yeah, interesting. I was about to say it was a nice row of refuelers on our left hand side, but the one to our left hand side now looks like he just didn't wake up on his right leg this morning. And here we have an E3. We're going to taxi out to runway 05 and line up, and the wind today is straight from on our nose when we parked at 05, and that's approximately 6 knots. The Viper I'm flying today is a pretty clean Viper. We only have MRAMs on our wingtips, and we have a center fuel tank and approximately 50% fuel, which gives us a total of 6.1 in the aircraft. So she will be quite slick and fast today. Alright, 05 taking off. Already 100, 140, 70, 80, rotate, gear up, coming off the burner. And look at this aircraft. B-52s, C-17. It's a beautiful morning in Turkey. I haven't been here in real life and really need to plan a trip to Turkey. Must not forget that I'm actually recording my myself flying, so I need to keep a good posture and try to reduce my belly slightly. Alright, this is not going to be a correct way to do any approach, because I'm not a trained fighter pilot, and neither am I a trained civilian pilot, even though I have a lot of hours behind a stick, but I still do not hold a license for any aircraft type. I have flown a lot of Class D simulators, so I would probably say that I have around 15 to 20 hours in the Class D simulators of different kinds. So we are passing Incirlik. We need to reduce our speed. Air brakes out. We are currently at 3,000 feet. Can put on our landing light. We can turn in on base and put our feet back on the rudder pedals. We're going to descend to approximately 1,500 feet. I prefer entering the air or the approach at approximately 1,500 feet, as that is our normal height for an overhead brake. Air brakes coming up as we are nearing 250, and we can extend our gears. That will make the aircraft rise its nose slightly as the flaps is coming down. Now it's all about managing speed. I will let it drop a little bit before I will apply the throttle. Slightly managing it here. That's a nice descent, and you see the marker is approximately at the height of the runway that we have on our right hand side, and slowly it's making its way into the AOA bracket that we have on our left hand side in the HUD. Now we turn slightly in towards the runway. We're going to put the marker on the threshold for the rest of our approach, and when we get near, I'm going to walk my marker slightly onto the runway, approximately 100 to 200 feet. Maybe that was a little bit too much, but say at least 100 feet. So we're still a little bit high in the brackets. We compensate on that by reducing our throttle and raise our nose to get the speed lower. We are soon inside the bracket, and now we have a perfect AOA. We have the marker on the threshold, still on a very nice AOA. Yes, slowly going to continue in the approach here. Not going to move my marker onto the runway slightly yet. We're a little bit to the right, compensating by going to the left, applying a little bit more power. We're still on the correct AOA. We can now start walking the marker into the runway so that we're going to have a nice gentle touchdown. There we go. Nose up, reduce power. Keep your nose high so you can flare and aerodynamic brake the aircraft on the rollout. As long as it's possible to keep the nose high. There we got a touchdown by the nose wheel. And apply brakes. And there you have it. That was landing with the Viper 16 with the F-16 Viper. There you go. As easy as that. Just practice and keep it coming again and again and again, and after a while you will master it. Until next time, see you.